So here we have set 40805, the Lego arcade machine. I was very lucky to get this because I had to try a couple of stores. The first one was sold out, but thankfully the second one I tried on Saturday morning had this solitary item on the shelf. So very grateful because I see it's on back order on the Lego website, and at one point it was saying 60 days for dispatch, which is a bit of a surprise, although having just checked again, they're back down to about the 8th of August or somewhere around about there. So we'll start just by unboxing the item. So I'll do my best not to damage the box, but I can't promise anything. As you can see from as is normal for Lego at the moment, it's all in paper bags, so that's quite nice. We've got bag 1, bag 2, bag 1, bag 6, bag 4, 3, pretty generous sheet of stickers, so we'll see how they go on when we put these set together, and of course our booklet. So there we have Lego set 40805, the arcade machine. I'm sure you can agree it's a very nice looking set. Just to take you through a few details on it. As you can see here, you've got 2 joysticks and 2 sets of buttons, so it's obviously a 2-player machine. This screen area here is a print, which is great. I think the quality is generally okay, yeah, it's fine. Going beneath the machine, you've got 2 coin slots here. Either side of them are red tiles as well, so it's attempting to replicate what you would get on a genuine arcade machine, which I think is quite nice. There's a fun play feature on there as well, so with the set you get a couple of coins here, so you can put them in and they'll come out the bottom as well. I'm obviously holding it at an angle, so it's not going to sort of demonstrate particularly well for you, but it is a nice little play feature, so that's quite good. And now I've got it stuck again, so maybe not so good. So on the front here you see you've got a couple of designs as well. So this one here is a sticker, as is this strip down here. The strip down here was quite difficult to line up because it is a long and thin one, so I haven't quite succeeded in doing it perfectly, but I think I'm close enough. Only really noticeable if you look for it. Going around to the side, you've got this tile here, which itself again is another print, which I have to say is a very nice print. It's a nice quality. And then on the other side there is a similar print as well, so again another nice quality item there. On the back you've got another print here, sorry, not a print, that's a sticker. Clearly just to replicate the power ratings thing for the device and whatever, and I'm assuming this is all meant to be a part of the power systems as well. So yeah, very nice. On the top it's plain, not much to see. Again on the bottom, not much to see. Opening up on the inside, however, there's an awful lot to see. I really like the detail in here. Yes, quite a lot of it is stickers, and yes, some of them are very difficult to place. So you've got this one in here which is recessed, and similarly this one here is recessed as well, so not the easiest things to put in, although if you line them up on the bottom of the tile on the inside they go quite well. These are all prints, as are these, as is this, and as is this. I'm not the best at doing prints, if I'm honest, but sorry, stickers. So as you can see, I haven't quite successfully lined them up, but you know, if you're better at doing it than I am, then I'm sure you won't have any issues. But it's probably worth noting that there are quite a lot of stickers on here, so those that hate them probably won't like this set as much as they otherwise would. As you can see, it comes with one minifigure, so a pretty bog standard one, if anything, really. So this is a printed torso and a printed back, so I think he's wearing a hoodie. No printed legs or anything like that, and removing the hairpiece, as you can see, there's no print on the other side of the head, so it is what it is, essentially. Another print that's worth pointing out, though, which is quite a nice little one, you've got a game controller here, which I guess is meant to look a bit like a PlayStation 1 crossed with a Nintendo 64 or something like that, I don't know. But yeah, that is indeed a print, so that's quite a nice one there. Looking at some of the detail on the inside, you've got his own arcade machine, so much like the PAC-MAN arcade machine, it's one inside the other. He's got his record player and he's got a monitor here, but then he's also got another television on the back, so I guess he really likes watching stuff. He's got some pictures or artwork on the wall. I'm not sure what these things up here are meant to be. I guess boxes for the devices he's got, I don't know. Pipework here, so I think this is just suggests some sort of basement, flat or apartment. Again, as you can see here, printed cooling ducts and things like that. Stickers on the cooling ducts and things like that, so I suppose that it's probably a basement flat. I'm not sure what this is meant to be. This here itself is a print, so clearly some sort of end cap for the pipework, and you've got the stopcock on the pipework as well. I suppose that's his records, and he's obviously a collector of things, so he's got his Psy, I think that is, or something like that, but I recognise it from Mortal Kombat games back in the day. He's got his sofa here, so clearly likes to relax of an evening. In this box, in the artwork as well on the manuals and things, you'll note that there are a couple of coins that are meant to go in there. But clearly, if you've got it up and down, it'll rattle around, so I probably am not going to keep coins in there. It's got a couple of statuettes as well. I don't know what the gold one or indeed the white one are meant to be, but perhaps he's an Oscar winner and he's hit hard times, maybe. I don't know, living in a basement flat somewhere. I don't think there's too much else to show you on the inside of this thing. In terms of the build, I think it's probably worth flagging that there are a couple of fiddly parts to it. So just below this panel with sticker on here, there are some angled parts which you have to sort of articulate your finger in to get them to stick to the pins beneath. So that's slightly fiddly. I think as well that this panel on the back is a little bit fragile. So if you're watching the speed build element of this video, or indeed the separate speed build, which I'm planning to upload at some point, you'll see that when I attach this part here, I put my finger straight through and this whole section collapsed. So perhaps something just to be aware of, particularly if you are a bit ham-fisted, as I am, I guess. On the whole, though, it's a very nice build. It went together very nicely. It gained its height, its verticality quite quickly, so it was a very satisfying thing to put together. It took me probably about an hour and 20 minutes, but I'm not the quickest of builders, if I'm honest. But I guess you could spend more time on it, or you could spend less time on it. But yeah, it's probably a nice sort of half an afternoon's worth of pottering around and slotting things together. I've shown you the minifigure, as you can see, and then looking at the spare parts, there are a few spare parts to this set, which is quite good. All of the printed smaller parts, at least, have a number of spares, so you can see the end caps and things for the pipework, and a few 5 cents or 5 pence pieces. In the UK, that's probably similar to a 5p coin, in that our 5p's are small and silver. Spare scythe, or Psy, I should say, a couple of spare statuettes, and the usual smattering of spare parts. So that's quite a nice selection if you want to sort of keep them as spares in a separate container somewhere. And that's the sticker sheet here. So as you can see, there were 14 stickers, although these were 2 separate number 9s, so there are actually 15 stickers in total. But as I sort of touched upon earlier, there are quite a number of nice prints as well. So there's 1, 2, 3 prints on the outside, And then there's the print on the controller, there's the print on the pipework, and there are some prints on the coins. So it's not without its printed parts either, so I think that's quite nice. But we also need to remember as well that this was just £35. So it's not an expensive set, and I think for the value for money and the way it displays, I think you're onto a winner with this one. So, you know, Lego, they've been kind of ripping their customers off lately, but I think in this instance, it's only fair to acknowledge that they've come up with a pretty good set. So on the whole, I'm actually pretty pleased with it, and I would recommend this to people. For those wondering about the size of the new arcade machine, I am very fortunate to be able to compare it to the PAC-MAN arcade machine from a couple of years ago. As you can see, the size difference is pretty significant, but then the price is also pretty significant as well on the PAC-MAN machine. So on the whole, both sets display really well. I think for £35, this does display very nicely, and it is a fun build, notwithstanding the couple of minor things that I noted before. And if you're wondering what these strips are down here, I did a while ago just install some lights on there, so that's a nice little effect. I do wonder whether someone may release some lights for this, particularly just to light up these coin slots and perhaps have something displaying above the main screen there. I think that would be quite nice, but I get that lights aren't for everyone and the wires are a bit of a pain. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you found that useful. Please do feel free to comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do to the video, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.